elsewhere. But right now, it's time for Faith and Finance with Drew Blaszik, talking about money. Good morning, Drew.
Money.
And you know what?
Hey,
Drew is
morning.
money. Every single week, he's money, baby.
That's right.
Right
I wish I had some, though.
And it's moral money, too, because it's faith and finance. Good morning, Drew.
Hey, good morning. Hey, I want to say, hey, Dave, I'm on Facebook, and I saw that you did the word of the day.
Yeah.
And you're in this incredible studio. Where is that at?
Yeah, it's in the virtual world, baby.
Is that really virtual?
Oh, yeah. Leanna Norwood, who is actually producing this morning's show, she's been
Hi,
so
Leanna.
fabulous with us, and she created that virtual studio. Now, here's the thing. I said, Leanna, could you create a virtual me? And she said, well, no, you got to be real. I mean, so I'm like, well, doggone it. Well, that's still missing, but the virtual studio itself is kind of a cool place, is it not?
It did not look virtual to me when I
No,
looked at
she's
it.
fabulous.
It
She's
was
fantastic.
Do you have a green screen?
Yeah, I just do it on a green screen, and then Leanna comes and does
Oh, wow.
this fabulous work, magic I call it, but the good kind of magic, not evil. Stop
not
that,
evil
Drew.
magic.
Not bad.
Stop it.
Good stuff, just absolutely fantastic. If you haven't seen it, you could see it on Annunciation Radio's Facebook page, also on my own Facebook page. But yeah, thank you, Leanna. Thank you for mentioning that, Drew. And
I
the
was
$5
impressed.
is in the mail, man.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so hey, I just want to just make a quick announcement that I'm leaving Adrian College,
Whoa.
and I'm going to a school called Heidelberg University.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, it's a little bit more of a drive, but hey, I'm doing it. It'd be fun.
Great.
Well, tell us about that real quickly. I know we want to get to this, but tell us about the new gig.
Yeah, it's the same. What I did at Adrian was finance and economics as a professor at in finance. It's very similar, just a little better for our family and different aspects of it, and I'm pretty excited about that to make that change. So,
Well, congratulations to you. I'm sorry you broke Adrian's heart, but she'll get over it.
yeah, she'll get over it.
Yeah, there
Hopefully,
you
we'll see. But yeah, and a couple other things. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a guy named Michael King. He's a professor out in Benedictine College in Kansas. I'm starting to try to interview these different professors.
Oh, nice.
And I interviewed Brian McCall a couple weeks ago, and then I did King last week. And anybody wants to hear about it, we talked about the theory and the history of money. You can go to Logos and Markets website, logosandmarkets.com, and it's about 2 hours, or you go to the YouTube channel I have, and it's pretty interesting. And I just want to, before I have some stuff here I was going to talk about. So I always bring up usury with these people, and I love getting these different perspectives. And Professor King and McCall have different opinions, and I was kind of bringing up different stuff, and they both agree on one thing, though. The Fifth Lateran Council, it talks about the true meaning of usury is, I'm trying to quote it. I tried to look it up real quick. I couldn't find it. But it's anything that produces nothing and for the acquiring of gain without any work, expense, or risk. And what's beautiful about that definition in the Fifth Lateran Council is that you can apply that to anything. That if you're trying to make money without any and it produces nothing. So you can think about there's many things that are not productive, and you're trying to acquire gain without any risk, expense, or work. That is the true meaning of usury. And I always brought that up, and Professor King and Brian McCall agreed.
It's interesting how, you could apply that to almost anything.
You could apply that. I mean, and I kind of want to go, like, I'm kind of a Bitcoin fan, as in I think it's a good substitute for a declining dollar. But if you take your money out of productive assets or for the common good, and you want to invest in, let's say, Bitcoin, which produces nothing, and you want to do that for the acquiring of gain, you're taking it away from productive assets. And I think both of them, I don't want to put their words in their mouth. I don't remember exactly what they said on that. But you could argue that that's the definition that you would say that the Fifth Lateran Council.
Right.
But they both would say if you're using that to protect your assets to a certain extent. But my point is, if you pull it away from productive assets that are for the common good, that are for farming, that are for building houses, you can call that usury because you're trying to do that without any work, expense, or risk.
Just for your own personal gain, or
I think that's a very and risk isn't like everything's risky because we may die tomorrow. You can't use that. Oh, I might die tomorrow, therefore it's a risk to invest. What risk is talking about is if you're trying to have a venture and you want to get 30% profit, and I agree that I want half of your profits. Right. And instead you lose money, I get nothing. That's risk. It's not risk as in I may not make money on Bitcoin. It's that the profits gained from something that's productive and we're agreeing on it. And if you're not successful, that I may lose my investment. That's risk. And I think that's we have to make sure we define it. It's really about productive assets.
We got to get you back in here if you're available on Wednesday. We're going to have on Faith with Reasons, Eric Sammons is going to be in. He's got a book about moral money. It's going to be all about Bitcoin. I think you'd be...
Eric Sammons is interesting because he has something about usury.
Sure.
I would love to talk to him about that.
Yeah, if you're available, you're welcome to join us.
So I don't know how much time we got, but I have all this information about the big, beautiful bill. But
let's hit
a couple minutes. Sure.
Let's talk some about it.
I have all these details here, but I just kind of bring it up. And I just want to say one thing about these bills. The CBO is ridiculous if you ever listen to them when they try to say it's going to add a deficit. You can't, unless it's a total government program. If you're talking about the economy and you want to cut taxes, let's say for people receiving tips, you don't know how that's going to affect production, as in people may make more money and then they're going to increase their wealth and pay more taxes. And typically when they say it's going to add deficit, they don't look at the economy, how it's going to grow. And I heard they already revised. They always revise it. They'll do some. They say it's going to add a certain amount to the deficit, and it doesn't. But
obviously, if you've got the dollars, you're taking them out to the marketplace and you're spending them, and you're paying taxes there as well. I mean, look, we don't pay taxes just in one place, federal taxes. We pay taxes everywhere.
Yeah. So a lot of the bill had to do with making the 2017 tax cuts permanent.
Right.
So it's not, I thought they're going to add it like 10 years, but it's going to make it permanent. So all those tax cuts are permanent. That's a big one. No tax on tips and overtime.
Yeah.
Some people try to say that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. I try to get more details on it. There's no taxes, federal taxes on people over the age of 75. But it has to do with if you make under a certain amount of money.
Right, regarding Social Security now.
And it's 75. I think they should make that a couple years after retirement to encourage people to work longer. Yeah. They allocate $350 billion to border security. Now, I think this is a good one. They introduce a $35 Medicaid copay that reduces provider tax rates from 6% to 3.5%. They also they're cutting it that they require work with people that are receiving government money, which is a good thing. But maybe next we could talk more about it. And one thing I'll end it that they're giving tax credits for municipalities for people that invest in space aspects.
Oh, wow!
And they're trying to encourage private. When you have, I'm trying to think of those companies. Like Elon Musk's company.
Yeah, right.
You have the other ones. You're trying to encourage more private that use the United States as the capital of space.
In
the world.
Interesting.
So.
Yeah, and since that's become a thing at NASA, and since that's become a thing of more separation from NASA going into private investors and all that, you have to say we've made some progress. So you have to be excited about that part, and I could see them continuing to incentivize that. Obviously, the big beautiful bill, as it's called, and still the defunding of Planned
Parenthood for 1 year,
for 12 months.
Which is good.
Boy, it was 10 years. It was 10 years.
We'll be back
on it.